Gobbo, hello! How are we doing? I'm here. Not if you can hear me. I can't do that. I'm a little bit. What can I do? What can I do? Where's my thing? Grab? I can do this. Way. There we go. How we doing? Welcome to stream. Ooh. I think I can make that float on its own too. Where is it gone? I can make. Ooh. Haunted. Okay, what am I doing? Where are we? Who? I think wait, I had refs for her somewhere. I don't know where I put them. I don't know. I don't know where they've got. I think her ear's a bit too big. What did I do? What did I do? Or is it, no, that's hair. That's hair that I drew like badly. Okay. Is the opening lyrics from Comfortably Numb, by the way? Wait, where? Where? Did I say something? Did I say something and not know? By Pink Floyd? Pretty Creature, I like the inking. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out how to draw it. I don't know. That forearm is like way too long. I was gonna adjust it. Let me see. Let me see if I can do that because it's bothering me looking at it. It looks stupid. It looks stupid. I did a few more sketches of her as well. I'm gonna move both the layers. I've got two, I think. That's better because she does have like a shorter kind of upper arm, but it's not that much different. It's not that much different. No, I'll keep the layers separate. I've got like two different ones because what did I do? Oh, did they get like merged to hell? Yeah, okay, they did. They did get merged to hell. I just drew a face on the other one. I didn't keep them separated very well. Right, yeah. Maybe more of like a fuzzy belly. Fuck it, I'm just merging them down. I don't care. I don't care. I'm merging them down. I don't care. She can have a hairy belly. That's fine. There she is. Now I just gotta fix that bit where it's crunchy. Nasty and crunchy, and that arm is like that arm is too wide by there as well. It was bothering me. I opened the file before and I was looking at it like, ooh. Better flow, it's all in the arc, the back foot and the hands. Oh, like moving that one up. I was trying to have it so it was like lowered, kind of reaching to the ground, but it didn't jam. I'm glad that looks better though. I'm glad that looks better. I've got, oh, what have I got? Let's see. Oh, is this the, oh, these are the like sketchy underneath. It was a bit more twisty. It was a bit more twisty and then I like calmed it down. I've got some more in here though. I don't think I flipped it either. No, I just want to iterate like a few of them so I can catch the flavor a bit better. There we go. Can't decide how long a nose is. That's the trouble I'm having. I can't figure it out. I'm doing better on her back legs though because they were like way too chunky before. Softening them down a little bit is helping. Whatever brush I started using instead is helping a lot too. It's not quite so crunchy right now either. What do I have? I think her head got a bit smaller as I was doing it as well. I don't know if it's right. She's supposed to be tall, but she's not like tall. You know. Do I have enough room here? I don't like doing stuff on different sheets. I want to be able to like see everything. kind of the same. Xenolical, hello. How we doing? Well, it could depend on how honest she's being, yeah. I want to draw that one, I think. I'll move that one up a little bit and I might be able to fit her in. To the space, maybe? It's the ears. She's really difficult to fit into like a square. I love her, she's scrunkly, thank you. Scrunkly girl. I could... How did I do this? I think I had like one layer down here. I want to be able to look at that one and see what I was doing with it, you know, like at the same kind of stage. And then do the sketches and stuff. On the other layers, there's the underneath. That's the underneath where she's a bit more blocky, I suppose. I tried to keep it more tiny and then mess with it, but I kept shifting where her head was a bit more. Do I not have like a second? Oh no, that is the secondary sketch. Okay, that's the secondary sketch, and that's the looser one underneath that I started with. I'm not missing anything in the chat. I've got the chat pretty small to try and fit it onto the screen, so I'm sorry if I miss stuff. It might happen. Right. Whee! I didn't save the other one yet either. I could do canvas, new window. I could do this and stick another one like over here. I've been doing... I got a bunch of Skelby open. I've been drawing Skelbies. If I can see that, it helps because it's the same structure. Start to roll and tidy it up. I'm gonna try and like slope her shoulders more as well. And like the kind of back arch that you get on cats as well. Was I doing the hips? I gotta make the hips like more obvious, like boop boop, I think. And the tail. Do I want to pull that like in front of anything? I don't think so. I don't want to cover up too much. I could just cover up the hands and not draw them, but I don't want to do that. Not all the way. I kind of like the chunky little knees as well. They look silly. Yeah, no, she has like the legs out, kind of. They're not like straight. They're kind of like that, outy. And I've been trying to make her feet a bit bigger too, so she can stand on them. I had bug in my head or I struggle to obscure any hand or foot because I feel like it's cheating. Oh, same. Just you like assume cowardice if you start trying to hide things, or if you know if the composition demands that you hide something. She does look better with the gnarlier feet. I was drawing them way too like fluffy and cutesy looking. Gotta let it be a gobbo. Let the gobbo happen. Let the gobbo out. If you're cold, they're cold. Let them in. I finished another Skelby before, actually. I finished a Skelby. Like I say, I was thinking about maybe doing one a week, but I think that's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot. Like I could do it, but it's gonna stress me out. Maybe too much. I'm trying to be wary. I'm trying to be wary of it. I don't want to make it like hell because I'm having fun with it right now. So I'm worried if I try and blast it too much, then I will start to hate it and not want to do it at all. Like drawing as a character with a hand in their pocket, then I just add 2 or 3 more characters so I know I didn't take the easy way out. Yeah. Just to make sure you're suffering enough. I think I have that problem a lot too, because I'll do that kind of thing and then it makes it like worse. It makes it look not as good because I start trying to introduce like more stuff in. I'm gonna start blocking out that face actually. I was looking at the curve on another one of them and making a nose like a bit more, like a really slight kind of that kind of shape. Hi, hello. How are we? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and then it's got like a kind of soft swoosh to it in one of the other ways that I was drawing it. And not too much chin. She's got like a little bit of a chin. So different approaches to drawing and art. I feel like we fall into the construction scribblers. Yeah. I really like doing the construction actually because it's I guess easier to do that. People in that group are like drawing masochists, like we can't let go of stuff. Yeah. See, I have that issue as well where it's like, okay, I could draw the background more simply and get away with it and like blur it out, but my brain is like, no, what are you gonna do? Just like waste all that drawing XP? You're gonna waste all the XP that you'd get from drawing all that bullshit? Like, I don't think so. This looks cool, thank you. What we got? Eyeball, eyeball, eyebrow. Eyeball, eyeball, eyebrow. I'm gonna take that back like a little bit actually. I don't want to start making her eyes too big either because she's, I don't know, she's like people enough looking. She's kind of more like a sphinx if I don't make her face all fucky wucky goblin. is that the right length? Because the ears are supposed to be the same length as her head. Not quite. It should be a bit lower like that. Kind of really like blocking off shapes like this with a little kind of squared off end also. I don't know why. I've been doing that a lot on ears for different things. How is my new year going? Hello. Not bad. Thank you. Welcome to the stream. How about you? I hope everyone is having a good new year. I gotta go out and like have a wander around. Actually, I haven't had a wander to chat to everyone or the locals yet this year. I want to know what's going on. I'm out of the loop. I need to know the goss. Been missing all the hot goss. Okay. Ooh. I'm gonna try and keep her hair so it's, I was gonna say slimy. It's not slimy. I mean like wobbly. The wibble wobbles like this, like a bit lower down, I think. I think where she's kind of built like an animal too, I'm using it as an excuse to like rotate her head more and like twist the body and everything. And it's still looking weird in like a broken way, rather than making it look cooler, which is what I'm trying. I'm trying to do. Well, she's supposed to be a little bit weird and kind of creepy anyway. A little bit. I haven't yet been out to mingle with the peasants this year, but no. No, I haven't. Doot. I like going into the shops and talking to the people and seeing what's going on. Because there's usually something I hear about. Concept artists or something like that. I do like commission stuff. Hang on a second. Does that work? There we go. Let me think. I was doing like character design stuff the other day. I can't show it, but it's, well, one of them was Knuckles the Enchilada. But there was like human designs in there too. It wasn't just Sonic. I do all sorts of shit. But this is like personal stuff though. This is me messing with OCs. I want to do a comic thing with her. I think I've been kind of playing with it. I was messing about with it over Christmas, and I'm gonna attempt. I'm gonna make an attempt. I think for like more traditional kind of comic layout. I hope instead of Skelby, which is just like four panels. Does my Skelby link work? Hang on a second. Let me do Skelby too. Skelby. There we go. I think that's a little bit broken in... Which one is it broken in, or is it good in all of them? Some of them it like blends together and has an issue. You might need to pull the links out. I need to fix it. I'm having a bad time. Yeah, what have you been doing? Did you get absolutely vegetable for New Year's chat on the sauce? Methods did you use for learning anatomy? Hang on. Actually, I have like an immediately relevant video for that. Hang on a second. Let me go find it. I think it might be like the newest one on my channel, actually. She's looking very ratty now as well. There's something about that like upturned nose, actually, that's making me think of, I think rats look like that, yeah, but also hedgehogs. I was watching hedgehogs on the TV the other day. Or not too long ago. Let me paste this in the chat. There's like a bunch of different things I use for anatomy. You know what I've been looking at lately, actually? Oh, what's the website? Pose Maniacs. They've got some stuff with those like those Japanese muscle dudes that have got their reference site, which is pretty good. They've got turnarounds of different poses. So I've been doing some sketches of those on my little tablet, kind of sitting there watching the TV, drawing muscle dudes. Like figure draw study stuff. I guess I look at like animal anatomy too. What was I looking at for animal anatomy? I'm sure there was like something I was looking at. I like using some of the things in there though for looking at 3D models, like in that video. But I use like a bunch of stuff in conjunction. I don't know what my eyebrows want to be. They're supposed to be like kind of slopey, so she's not quite so. That's a nice face. So she's not quite so harsh, you know. She doesn't need to be quite so vicious. I saw like a while ago also someone draw. I think it spoiled me on Zelda, but I saw a dragony Zelda design that someone had done, where she had kind of the snoot like this. She kind of had the snoot, but not quite that much of a snoot. And it looked cool. I thought it looked cool, but also kind of gobbo looking. She needs to not have a really wide mouth either, because that will look strange. I like the mullet on her as well. She like sweeps backwards. Who's got that kind of mullet chat where it's like that? Now she kind of looks like she's too profile. I think I took the other eyebrow out so it's not reading as like that angle that I'm going for. Let's try and pull it back a bit. I feel like when I see people draw sphinxes as well, they don't elongate the face that much, but I don't know if that's really what you would go for if you were trying to draw a sphinx. She's not really a sphinx, but she kind of looks like one. Should she have a bit of that mullet like swinging back that way to roll over her back? What's for dinner, chat? I'm having a baked potato. And I'm excited. Actually, I'm really excited. Cheese and onion baked potato, chat. Let's draw the ends as well. Mullets back in fashion. I've suddenly started seeing a few women with mullets. I don't know. Are they? I've had one for like a long time because I've got like really thick hair, and that's the only thing that stops my head hurting because it gets like too heavy on the top. So a mullet is like the only thing that works. I've found through experimentation. I've discovered that mullets are the only comfortable option. Unfortunately. I like her. I like the way she's looking. Pork shawarmas for dinner. Nice. I want to play that up. I want to play that up in the Sometimes on dogs when they're like muscly, you can see the latissimus swinging around like that on the back of them. It's weird. Yeah, I guess it's got to like roll off a little bit there because I did some of that on the other one. This one's way tidier than that one too because she hasn't got a crunkly face. I'm gonna attempt to cook something with pumpkins at the weekend as well because I've got a few more left over, like buzz cuts in terms of hassle-free hair for myself. I'm kind of jealous that I have had my hair kind of shorter, where I've had it shaved kind of at the back to keep it like in length with the rest. And it is so itchy. I don't know how people deal with that. I would have it shorter if I could deal with the itching, but no. Nice work there. Hello, how are we? I have not seen you around in a while. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. What am I doing? I did give it like a fuzzy butt. I loved it. Well, I don't need to tidy it up on this one. Just a fuzzy butt. This drawing of Creech looks super like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh, it is kind of like Goku hair, isn't it? It kind of is. It kind of is. I don't think I'm upset by that. I think I'm okay with that. Is that a little leg? I want to be able to see the, like, squabbins. I don't know what the fuck squabbins means, but that's a good one. That's the best one I've come out with. I really like squabbins. the squinch, the meat collision. That's what I've been saying. The meat collision between the thigh and the like lower leg. Meat collision. Those hands kinda look like shit, but I'll draw them again. Let me move her out of the way a little bit. Whoops. Just her. Just you. Just this one, please. I'm gonna have to make the sheet bigger. No, I shouldn't make the sheet bigger. These are pretty big. Stay insane. I have to do some creative work myself. Seeing the stuff you make is always a good way to get inspired. Yay! I'm glad. I'm glad it's helpful. Peer pressure, chat. Bully you all into drawing. Get all the tedious construction stuff done in a drawing, sort of burn out right before the fun stuff. Yes. Yeah. What was it? Body doubling, that's it. That's what people call it. That's the new acceptable term for peer pressure, it seems like. I'm just gonna fucking bully you though, chat. That's how we do. Just gonna be mean. Okay, I can take that layer off, and then I'm just gonna reduce the whole thing so it's not as messy, because I would like to see that one also. I don't like her face on that. I need to fix it or do something. Is her hair like too flat on the top? It has too flat on the top. She doesn't have a whole lot of like brain case space going on there, because it's like slopey. It's kind of backways instead, but maybe a bit more would be good. Sketching more than anything else. Tons of projects, but rarely finish anything. I am getting into being like that. I used to be like, I'm gonna finish everything I draw, and I would. If I started something, I'd force myself to finish it, which was helpful. And now I'm worried, because I'm like, oh geez, I start shit and I don't finish it. Which is, well, it's partially like lack of time, but also like, if I start this, how long of a project is it going to end up being, since I'm starting to think in terms of longer stuff rather than just drawing a bunch of silly things. Okay, let's try and fix it. Am I getting any bloops on my phone? No, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that, because I'll have to go in a little bit. I don't know how long I can hang around. Is this the wrong pen? Yeah. Wrong pen. I don't want that to be really thingy either. I'm just gonna like hair string there as well. That rolls around and over. Pretty retro style inking. I don't think I've seen you ink something this way before. No? I guess I don't do it that often. If I'm just gonna ink something and then leave it, I try and block stuff in a bit more. I was supposed to be testing what I can do with, if I'm going to do it on pages, but I'll have to figure out how to color it as well, because I don't want it to take forever. I don't want to end up like hatching shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to end up hatching shit. I don't mind doing some, but I'm not like shading the whole damn thing like that. Because I hate that. I hate doing that. No good at it. Haven't got the patience. I would rather. I don't think cell shading would work either, so I'll have to maybe do something softer. Life drawing me up the first time, drawing a model in about 2 years. GF was with me, and it was her first time doing so. Oh, was that fun? I wish I could go to figure drawing more. Too far out in the wastes to be finding that kind of thing. Don't want to ever do hatching? No, me either. I fear it. See, I think I'm kind of iffy squiffy about like how stylized I want this as well, because she's gonna have to be. Sorry, that's my belly rumbling. Hungry. She's gonna have to be like smoother and more normal looking, and then she can be worse, you know? There's options. There's a sliding scale. Hello, HDMZ. How are we doing? Welcome to the stream. If anyone wants to roast what I'm doing with Skelby, also I would be interested in hearing. Just like in general, if anyone's seen it and they think, oh, that looks like ass. in one respect or another, I'm interested. Crazy coincidence, the model that she drew for the first time was the guy who I drew on my first life drawing session. Hang on, let me make the chat a bit bigger because it's cutting stuff off. Small world, I know, but I drew him for about 10 years ago. Interesting. It's good he's still doing the same job. That's cool. I remember talking to someone about something when I was doing like life drawing study stuff. And I think they like misunderstood me somehow, and they were like, "Oh, you do the modeling?" I'm like, "No." Very like nonchalant as well. Just like, "Oh, yeah, oh, okay." Didn't give a shit. It was more surprising, honestly, of a reaction. Veteran art models get a pension when they retire? I wonder how much it like hurts your muscles to stay in one position like that for too long. Actually, or if that like does you bad. It must hurt after a while. Character reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, go on. People keep telling me to watch that. Actually, or read it, I guess. Both, maybe? I'm interested in why. I like it when people tell me that what I'm drawing looks like stuff, because it's usually like good recommendations. Cramps and atrophy, probably. Yeah. Only kind of trophy you're getting for it. Atrophy. It's what I need to work on, actually. I was thinking up some scheming some shit for Skelby, and I need to character design. I think I'm overthinking it, but I just need to do some. I need to do some doodles and figure it out. I might do it on a Patreon stream, maybe. I'm not sure. I did a little bit of one before because I was just working on Skelby pages, but or I guess YouTube member streams as well. I could do some on that. Now that I've got that, and emotes on there as well. I put the Skelby emotes on the Patreon Discord as well. I can't fit them on just the YouTube thing right now. It only lets you have 4 until you get like more, I think, but I have them. I have them. Whoop, whoop. You know what's always like impressive, actually, when people do hatching and they like pay attention to the way that the hair moves, like eyebrows and stuff. Like there's a particular kind of hair pattern that goes on, like the way it moves and twists the hair direction, I guess. Working on some no OCs and a story you're liking. Oh. You want to spill beans, or is it a secret? I'm interested to hear what people are up to. Kind of wondering why you'd be a model for artists at all. If you think about it for a few seconds, seems like an awful job in every way. It does. It kind of does. You'd have to hope they have the heating on wherever you were doing it. I think it was the summer when I was that summer? I think it was the summer when I was doing kind of figure stuff like that. I don't know if I want to make it look like she's got lipstick on. I usually just like shadow out the lip to block it in. I do like her silly face. She's funny. She's funny looking. Still kind of like pretty in a weird gobbo way, you know? I didn't want to, She's a yassified goblin, that's it. She's a yassified goblin. She's supposed to be like the acceptable version. Where you don't see it and go, ugh. The heat better or start sweating, but you have to stay till it's over? Ew. I don't know. That would be torture. I guess so, because you wouldn't be able to, like, put an ice pack on you or anything. You have to just stay there. I want to do that nice hair where it's like really swishy, you know, like swishy and soft, but it's got a lot of like layering and flippy bits. And you know the anime people draw the hair. I think they do sometimes they do a really good job of hair. I bitch about anime styles like a whole lot because I don't really like the way they look a lot of the time. But oh my god, the hair! Some of the hair looks really fucking cool, and it makes me mad. I gotta draw her face at like a closer angle. Because I draw it with fuzz like up the sides, it looks like, doesn't it? I'm gonna go over this on a different layer too and like put the shadows in. You have to spill the beans. Oddworld with spirits and things are changing. Main character is a spirit who was expecting to die but turned human, looking for answers and all that. Ooh. Interesting. The wispy faint lines. Yeah, so that they'll have the hair kind of like this, or well, I guess like close to what I'm doing, but they'll have like very like slight indications of strands like overlapping with like way thinner lines, and it looks nice. I don't think I've got an example on hand, but the next time I see it, I'll grab it and like bitch about it. People who do overly chunky lines, inkwork artists like George Corona. Oh, I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure what his lines look like. I think what I'm, I don't know. I need to start like messing with color with it as well, because I'll have to figure out how I want to balance them, because like anything I don't do in lines is going to be a color thing, right? Like shadows and everything. She have hairy arms too, or they just, no, they go like skin further down. I don't have the other references up, but she's they kind of cut off like there, the fuzz color. Spend too long coloring my flats, I lose interest in shading, and that's the worst part. Relatable. I've been trying not to do shading on Skelby, but I'm not winning. I'm not winning with that, to be honest. Oh, hang on. You know what? You know, like pecs, little animal pecs need to happen. Actually, that's what I keep thinking of, because I'll draw like the sternum, and then I'm just like, what? Who else? I forget who else lives there. It's the pecs. Even if they're little skinny animal pecs that are that kind of shape. You know, like on horses where it's like that. Apologies, not fat asses out there. I meant big boned microns. What did you say about microns? Fat micron, and he goes nuts with it. That sounds fun, actually. Does it end up looking like, you know, when you draw with a pen that doesn't have pen pressure on it, it's just like a single line weight? I always hated the way that looked, actually. It'd be interesting to find someone doing that I like. Or I guess I don't mind it when there's like a few different line weights in there, but it's not done with like pen pressure or line weight variation. I like it, but when it's like over an entire thing and it's all the same line weight, I don't tend to like it. It's definitely a whole style, but it's not one that I like. I like my line weight too much. Cool artists that have a solid line for only the outline of their work. Oh yeah. Oh, there was someone I was looking at that was doing that the other day. I don't remember the name again because I was just looking at some of it, but that I guess it's kind of Muka-ish. It's kind of Muka-ish where you have the outline and then everything inside it isn't really aligned. It's just painted. Muka did like more lines though. That's more of just different line heaviness. Texture to it since they scribble with it. Next arts go on a pick up down the line is traditional inking. Ooh, yeah. I think it's crazy that people can do traditional inking with like actual brushes. That's like terrifying. But I suppose it's also that thing, if you just you do it enough and you get to where you can just like shit it out and it's fine. And well, I guess you wouldn't see any like cover-up jobs in in the final stuff either if they're gonna slap white paint over it to fix it or whatever. Inking on paper without a sketch, it's a fun time. I'm trying to be quick. Yeah. I like doing that kind of thing. It doesn't come out very well, but it's fun. I like doing studies like that because then you can really upset yourself very, very easily. You want to get mad, chat, that's the way to do it. Great way to get arthritis too. Do. I've been trying to keep warm because, well, my hands were like swelling last year before I hopped off for Christmas, and I haven't had a problem with it since, right? Since I've been away for Christmas and sitting in front of the fire. And fam kept being like, "Oh, you got chilblains, you're cold. You are too cold. That's why your hands are swollen." And I'm like, "Nah, it's fine. Don't worry. Nah, don't worry about it. Once it warms up, I won't even care. I'll forget about it. It won't be a problem." But after sitting in front of the fire and it going away, I'm like, yeah, maybe, maybe that's what it is. Maybe a little bit. Don't recommend. It's not good chat. Do not recommend. Enter the lurk zone, stay awesome and keep up the good work. Thank you. Thank you for lurking and popping into the chat. I would be interested to hear more about what you are writing when you do some more, if you want to share. Now she's got a rat tail. I like the idea of crinkling it up near the butt too much. I think that's funny. You ever seen those videos, chat, where those hairless cats, and if you like scritch their back, all the skin like goes blah, 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 blah. Like the wrinkles appear. they stack up. It's very funny. They're funny. Scrunkly cat. Fam, you have frostbite. Baban, and there's just a mild case of dry skin, yeah. This is fine, don't worry. It's been really fucking cold, though. That Twitch guy is picking on me again, spreading slander. Uh-oh, what's he saying? What's he saying? Some snake bullshit going on? Let me see. Guy on YouTube is a big dummy and snorts Sonic curry through a silly straw. Oh, that made me feel sick. Curry through a straw. How are we, Shape? Welcome to the stream. Oh, curry through a straw. I've got a big flask I've been drinking tea out of recently, but I've got a straw for it. So like drinking tea through a straw is really weird. Also, we get like the loose tea, so when you make it, you end up with tea leaves in it like every time. So occasionally you just get like a little chunky tea. It's unpleasant. It's warm, but it's unpleasant. Hi, favorite banana. Hi, favorite Shape. What's jiggling? Right place. YouTube is where we make fun of Twitch. Yes, it is. Bully time. Do I want to? I guess I don't want to put lines on the cheek too much because she's gonna look wrinkly. I don't think she needs to be wrinkly. I like that kind of fluff around the neck. So I've drawn it for a long time, actually, with fluff around the neck like that. Yeah, like peck noodles. Myself a custom thermos with my Sonic OC on it, so I can have a good hot tea throughout the day when it's cold. That's adorable. So cute. Good idea, though. It is a good way to keep warm. Toasting. Imagine if you could get like hot water bottle covers. You know, like people make those silly cushions of cats where it's like the shape of the cat in the photo kind of cut out. Imagine you could do that with hot water bottle covers. I guess the hot water bottle wouldn't fit in it very well. Hello, how are we? Welcome to the stream. What's going on? Let's try and tidy up the leggy in my hands, I guess. I gotta draw more dog legs again. She's kind of dog leggy. Kinda. I've seen a lot of nice styles as well where it's more like I don't know how to do it, but kind of like more flowy like this. So you got a little bit of that like movement that carries through around where muscles sit and stuff. I guess some of it is where people will draw like the edges of the shadows like that. Again, I can't think of anyone specific that does that, but it looks very nice and flowy, and I feel like it carries through a lot of what you lose if you do the tighter, more construction-y kind of line art, as opposed to flowy loose sketch. Is this critter supposed to be? She's like a goblin kind of sphinx thing. She's the she's the like acceptable looking version, you know, where it's not gonna scare everyone. She's kind of more like a shape-shifty thing, but that's why she's kind of in between. She's gonna walk around on 2 feet like a people also. Thinks it's people. Nice kind of gob, not the mean kind, like moi. Yeah, exactly. Socially acceptable gobbo. What am I looking at here? That's like that's pegs, and then that rolls that way, and then the rest of her arm is like there. A little bit of a corner. She's not that chunky. She's not that chunky. Keep making her arms a bit too wide in some places. Or too skinny. Too skinny on the wrists, actually, and like too wide on the upper arm is something I notice that I do just in general for everyone. I'm gonna have to hop off in a hot second. Also, chat. I'm just gonna finish. I'm gonna finish these bits of line that I'm doing, and then I might come back later. I'm not sure. Not sure. I want that squish by the definitely. That might be more room for like squish by there too, actually. Ease my hips. Okay, yeah. Alright, I might come back later. I'm gonna see what I gotta do. Majestic nose creature, yes. I made her nose a bit too big on that one. She looks like she should have she looks like she should have head jewelry like this, and like possibly down the nose or something. Maybe. She's not gonna have it though. Do goblins like treasure? Is that a goblin thing? It is, isn't it? They're like thieving little shits, right? I don't think the hands look very good. I might draw those again after. Thief and gobbo. Like big gnarly. Like gnarly feet look better on her. It's not very nice, Baban. No. I know, but is that the is that the stereotype? What do I want? What was I talking about? Latissimus? I guess. It's a little bit swig. She's kind of gangly. No, dragons were so prejudiced. I mean, I am a dragon that hoards stuff. I am the stereotype. Your assumptions would be correct, chat. Is that better if it's just big? Big ear. Okay, I'm gonna have to go and scoop and make some feed. Scooting time, chat. I will maybe be back later. I wanted to put some, maybe not flats entirely, but just a little bit of something. A little bit of something on these. I'm gonna scoop. Time for coming to the stream. I might see you after. Ta-da!